Hello everyone! Welcome back to Let's Play This is the Police. So the date is 1st of August, Thursday. Chief physician at St. John's Hospital accused of slander. Anyway, informer mafia member bemoans City Hall corruption and mayor declines services of spokesman. I speak for myself. No shit. So, I've been thinking a bit in between episodes about how we are handling everything, and with the exception of Percy into targeting. And how do we walk straight? Can I go home? No. We're going to use you as a training wheel here. You're useless even at high skill. But I was thinking about how we're running the things, and I'm happy with the officers. I'm not happy with the detectives. So I think I'm gonna do a little change here. In case we get a new case, I'm gonna archive all of the cases that we have, and I'm gonna put all of my detectives on one case, and just make sure that they are able to finish the cases, because splitting them up obviously does not work. So, or it's not working for me anyway. So I think that's a better way how to handle it. I was hoping that they would be a bit more capable, but they're not. So, yeah. So hopefully things are gonna be, blah blah blah, we failed, I know. Could we hire a new detective? No, we could hire a cop though. This is a B shift, yeah. So let's... we can hire a detective for A shift though, that kinda sucks. Jeffrey Gardner... I think we're gonna have to fire Barton anyway, so let's hire you for shift A and be done with it. Okay, Jim what was it? Jim Batten Bakery. Oh, it's here as well. Two homeless men made their way into a local bakery under cover of darkness, where they ate their fill and bedded down for the night. In the morning, the bakery owner Gregory Martinez, along with cashier Anna Lucas, went inside and discovered the damage. The homeless men, armed with knives, were unhappy to be disturbed and attacked the victims. The shopkeeper managed to escape, but the cashier remained inside with the homeless men, who were seen tearing off her clothes. God damn it! Okay, Kochi, Trevor, Bloomingdale, Tsubaki, and Percy, go. What a start! What a start. And while we're speaking about this, how are the investigation? Okay, so we got everyone on these. Don't we? Could put in Johnson. Vickers. Yeah, that's the biker. Oh wait, we got some new frames. I think I missed that before. So wait, so what is it? I was going for the service, Mr. Nunez. I was crushing a Persian. I'll knock the saddle. And then he threw. Okay, presumed across the altar and then sped away. He ran into the church, ran in between the pews, kicked the guy like this. Be like this? Nah. Okay, so, but we got enough frames. I think there might be a mistake or two here. I'm going to the Sunday straight through the doors of God's temple, and we're gonna run around shouting blasphemy. Okay, so he ran in. Yeah, he hit Father Nunez. He was almost crushing it. Then he walked into the confessional and threw a bottle in there. And then he ran up to me and shouted. Then he shoved me. I fell to the floor and the crazy man shouted, "My hand is hard as snow, I'll knock you." And then he threw a helmet on the saddle and sped away. Okay, wait, maybe it was like this? Okay, no, but it looks like this would be the right thing. I was in the confessional. Shouted, "Come on, Lucifer, do not hide from me." A few seconds later, a young man in black on the jacket opened the door. And then he threw a bottle at me, the sharp helmet. Three motorcycle tires. Okay, so I think this is the right case, you know. This is how it should be, but I don't know if this is what it seems like it is. Maybe we'll find some new frames later on. Okay. And the other investigation was the destruction of property. Wait, no, the hit and run. Where we just, for the love of God, can't figure out anything. Great. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, Sands need to win today. After the incident with the horses, we secretly transferred Mrs. Sands' guest to a local hotel and set up a guard outside the door. Suddenly we're hearing screams coming from his room, and there's water falling from the bathroom. We'll break down the door, but a police presence would not hurt. Okay. Actually, Yancy, go. It's quite close, so Yancy should be back before we say Yancy! Rape. Offenders caught, officers unharmed, civilians unharmed. Percy, 25. Oh boy. Man, we're gonna make you into a top-notch police officer. I also love the mustache, man. That's so 80s. Blitz Cafe, fight. The two truckers fell to blows over a parking space in the lot near the diner. The cook tried to separate them, but was struck by a wild punch and is now lying on the ground motionless. Okay, so when they come back, we are going to send Purdy, Trevor, Bloomingdale, and of course Percy. Go. Now keeping Kochi, Tsubaki, Austin, and Asano. So if I'm not mistaken, oh no, another one. All the painkillers at the hospital pharmacy disappeared shortly after the building lost electricity. Pharmacy doors show no signs of forced entry. Okay, let's just send in Johnson. We'll see if... I want to take the case. I don't think she's able to do anything with the case, but... Okay, so this would mean that Vargas still is winning. We were putting on a small concert in a park, but during the break someone noticed that there was a bomb under the stage. Everybody's afraid to move in case they set off the bomb. Please send someone for help. Okay. So now since are losing by 1 point again. Okay, fight. Offender caught, officers unharmed. Hey, and Percy's at 35. Man, we are going to make you an officer. Okay, investigation has started of the theft. What's this? Donatello. Jack, my entire staff at the donut shop came down with the flu, and I haven't been able to find anyone else to help out. Could you please send me a couple of your men? I'm sure they wouldn't mind frying up some donuts. It's easy. I'll show them everything they need to know. My shop barely makes ends meet, so I can't afford even 1 day of downtime. Shit. Do I want to take this one? I mean, that's a bit too demeaning for the cops to do. We'll see how things are gonna progress. Hey, Sans. We need backup. Some punks tried to crash one of our poker games and we aren't about to let them walk with the money. So now we get ourselves a standoff. A couple of officers on the scene would change the situation in our favor. I'm gonna send Yancy and Bloomingdale. We haven't used the SWAT at all this time, so... How much this one... She doesn't have the... Public indecency. During a special viewing of the thriller, law-abiding Max 3, a theater employee discovered one of the members of the audience had removed his pants, responding with the threat that he would cut the throats of everyone in the theater. Okay, Kochi... Actually, let's send Purdy, Trevor, and Percy. Should be able to handle that. Yeah, we're not gonna do the donuts thing. I don't think that, sending cops to fry donuts, Okay, not interested in the Vargas, but let's see what they have. We were supposed to keep an eye on this house where Mr. Varga keeps some important documents. We were here just 5 minutes and already the house is on fire. Is this it for the day? It seems like... Oh, public indecency. The movie theater isn't too crowded and the film is in full swing. Turn on the lights and take aim at the offender. Throw a heavy object at the offender. Carefully approach the man. Offender caught, officers unharmed. Citizens unharmed, and Percy has 45. Dude's gonna rock our world. Vandalism. A man who wished to remain anonymous reported that a group of teenagers had once again made fun of his name by writing insulting rhymes on his 6-foot wide garage. The man is enraged and threatening that next time he'll use a weapon to defend his honor. Kochi and Asano should be able to handle that. That seems like a little thing to do. Okay, so how are we doing? Theft report. Okay, we got 3 new frames. Destruction of property, we got 3 new frames. And hit and run, no new frames found. So destruction of property details. Oh, so he shoved him. That's one thing that was important. Ah, and the motorcycle had 3 wheels. Okay. The suspect is Gregory Polson, biker. Awesome. So let's go. Oh, Bizu is not here though. Okay, let's do that tomorrow. Vandalism. Okay, offender caught, officers unharmed. Good. Is that all for today? Seems like it. Cool. End the day. That was a nice day. I think everything went well. Yeah, okay. Sands need to win tomorrow. That's for sure. And Shift B is done. Yeah, Percy is, dead. But he's gonna recover a bit of power and he's gonna come to work refreshed. Tomorrow we're gonna apprehend the biker. So let's do that. Robespierre. I'm pretty wealthy but deeply unhappy. Mayor calls prosecutor's office to check Robespierre's statement for extremism. In University of Freiburg, tuition cost to decrease. Okay. Things are looking fine for us. So, gang war though. Beasley. I was up all night reading? No. I was up all night? No. Okay, let's start the day. First things first, we need to... Actually, can we get... There's a... exclamation mark here. Oh, yeah. Get new music. Coming in at August 14th. And I wanted to get... 699. Let's get Chime in. Wonder what that sounds like. Oh, damn, that's nice. Okay, so first thing first, we're going after the biker. So we're gonna say Platonic and Bastion. Kevin's throat bar. Do we want to send in the SWAT? I don't think that's necessary. Salary. A Japanese businessman who must remain nameless will soon arrive in Freiburg. The city hopes to sign a major contract with him. As our guest, he will examine many of our institutions, including the police station. At least 3 Asian officers are working on that day, on August the 5th. On August the 5th. Okay, she looks Asian. Bruni looks Asian, and Neil Lai is looking Asian. Wait, today is what? I think it's August the 2nd? Well, we got 1, 2... 2 Asian officers in shift A. We got Kochi, Tsubaki, and Asano in shift B. So we just need someone for shift A. A single cop should be enough. I think Bastion... Mai, yes, she's definitely Asian. So can I... No, I'm gonna have to fire him illegally. Well, I could fire Barton at the... I must not forget to fire Barton at the end of the shift and hire Kathy Mazza. Okay, what's this? Bomb threat. An irate lumberjack by the name of Grisham Frank claims that he planted a bomb in the cathedral. He says that he'll blow up the building with everyone inside unless the police arrest the priest. Apparently the priest convinced his recently deceased wife to refuse treatment at the hospital and ask for God's help. Wow! Holy shit, man, that's... Okay, now I understand his frustration quite frankly. Okay, but fortunately this cannot be. Okay, wait, how's the investigation? We got the hit and run. Destruction of property. We'll need to put more detectives on the case. Report. He was caught! Awesome! And we arrested all of the suspects. Vargas need help. Someone sent a blood-soaked box to Orvida's home. Most likely it contains a head or some other body part. Yeah. No. So wait, investigations. Theft. We could put in 2 extra detectives. Now let's wait if we find... Actually, hit and run. Let's leave theft details. Now we'll see if a case comes by. Bomb threat. The cathedral is full of visitors. Announce the bomb threat and order everyone to evacuate immediately. Deploy all forces in an attempt to find the bomb. Okay, announce the bomb threat and evacuate everyone. An improvised explosive device has been discovered under the pew near the altar. Ensure that the cathedral has been evacuated. That's the important part. Okay. Was obviously the right way to go. Yeah, the Vargas need help, but I'm not really interested in that. Damn, this melody is nice. Glad I bought it. Public indecency. A drunken teenager, encouraged by a group of friends, stripped of his clothes in the at the cash register and attempted to purchase a pack of condoms. It seems like some sort of hazing or a rite of passage. Let's send our Indian guy. Monk. Chief, some guy in rags is trying to enter police station. He says that he's a Tibetan monk and he wants to talk to our patrolman about the nature of violence. Should we let him in? Sure. Wait, I hope he's not gonna convince somebody to give up. That could be. The Sands need help. As a safety precaution, we've decided to change all the staff that work on the ranch. We just hired 8 new maids from a neighboring city, but the bus they were taking got intercepted by some Vargas bombs. So let's teach them that even our mates can be trifled with. Okay, you and OB are gonna take care of that. Actually, I'm gonna fire Barton now. I don't think we'll have a problem. And I'm going to fire Barton, and we're gonna hire the Asian lady for this shift. Got Vandal, my Bastion. Okay, the Sands need help. The hockey team that Mr. Sand owns is getting ready for an important match. The ice arena is closed during training hours, but the stadium director just reported some people in strange clothes breaking into the arena and climbing over the stands. Let's send Gardner to deal with this. Sorry, had a phone call. So yeah, we're gonna send Gardner. He seems a bit tired, so yeah, he should be fine. He should be fine. So these couple of days have been fairly peaceful. Well, you know, there's mafia war going on, but other than that, things are going fairly well. Assault in the suburbs. A crazed woman just rang in. My God, this wretch is going to kill my baby. Please send everyone you can right away. The call then ended abruptly. That does not seem right, but okay. And affairs. Police station. I wanted to fire Barton, so let's fire her. Too old, and Shift A is gonna receive Kathy Maza. So again, we got My Bastian. We got Richard Van Dahl. I hope he's Asian though. Fun. He looks Asian. Can be really certain. Jeffrey Gardner, are you too old? No. And what's the Ozaki here? Kunihiko Ozaki. So we should be fine with Shift A and Shift B's got Kochi, they got Tsubaki, and they got Asano. Okay. So that sounds about right. I guess we should be fine. And because I was on the phone call, the music stopped playing. So let's get Chopin on. It's an evening, people. It's an evening. And I don't think we're gonna get anything here. So let's send you guys on this shift. Let's do it like this. She's the leading detective, but they should really help. And I wanted to see if there were some... Nearline, no good detectives, okay. And we can't, of course they had 2 more days, okay. Vargas need help, we're not gonna help the Vargas. Assault. Another woman's cat got into a fight with a neighbor's dog. The dog ran back home when 4 other cats jumped. Yeah. Exactly what I thought. That did not sound like a real call. But, what can you do? What can you do? Attempted murder. A woman driving past the bridge saw 2 thugs grabbing a skinny guy by his legs and hanging him over the bridge railing. The man was struggling and shouting. I'm gonna send Gardner, Fal, and Ozaki. I need Gardner to get better. He has 2 ranks, so he really needs to up his game. Being way worse than everyone else does not really bode well for us. Bastian. Theft. We get 2 new frames, and hit and run we get no new frames. I think we're gonna have to close that case. Okay, and let's look at the theft. So we got 5 frames. I went for lunch at 1 o'clock, and a couple of minutes later the lights went out. I shut the door behind me. I remember that I bumped into the janitor's cart that was standing in the hallway, Miss Rodriguez. I suspect the student Aaron Jones. He's come by the hospital several times in a state of confusion with red, searching eyes, dragging his huge backpack. He might be an addict. I was at the bathrooms when the lights went out. The only thing I saw was... Oh, and then the janitor came into the restroom with his cart. I heard him emptying the bin. Then the lights came on, and I went to the head physician's office for a signature, but he wasn't there. Yes, I had the keys to the pharmacy. I washed the floors there, just like everywhere else, but I didn't have access to the electrical panel. Only my superiors have those keys. It is another mystery. What happened to my garbage bags? Someone took them out of my truck and I can't find them anywhere. Surveillance camera. The last frame before the film cuts out shows the janitor going down the corridor. His car standing near the door to the hospital pharmacy. Okay, So she's walking the pharmacy and then everything is empty. Okay, so Miss Marcus goes in the bathroom window. But I don't have access to the electrical panel. Standing into the hallway. Okay, so we basically don't know anything. Some frames show one guy knocking the door out, the other ones, okay, offender caught, officers unharmed, good. And the other one shows some random kid just trying to open the doors. So that's not gonna happen. And I think we're gonna archive the hit and run. And oh wow, we can reorder this. Okay, so theft is... Wait, I'm confused. I need to know. Theft is... that's yesterday, so we want Johnson, Armstrong, Mole, and Vickers to work on that. Johnson, Armstrong, Mole, and Vickers. Some Armstrong, Mole, and Vickers. Johnson, Armstrong, Mole, and Vickers. Okay. So, okay, let's end the day. Okay, Sands are winning today. Vargas will have to be winning tomorrow or the day afterwards. Cool. So that's all for this episode, and I'll see you in the next one where we are going to continue the story of our police station. So join me then.